Folders in Fabric are very useful. They are there to organize the content within the Fabric workspace. I still remember the days when there were no folders existed in the workspace and workspaces used to get very messy. With Fabric, there are so many types of items and the workspaces get far more messier if you don't have folders. And by using folders, you could organize the content very nicely. Workspaces are the boundaries and the folders are these little containers within that boundary. Folders doesn't have any user level control, so you cannot control which user can view which folders and things like that, but workspaces does have those kind of boundary elements. I've seen many people comparing workspaces to SharePoint pages, and theoretically it makes sense. Like, SharePoint pages and there are folders, there are various type of items and the security and all that stuff, it makes sense. But in the SharePoint, each folder have level of access. But when it comes to Fabric, it doesn't have that. In Fabric folders, the workspace folders are there for organization purpose only. It doesn't make it they're less useful or anything. They're really, really useful in your day-to-day life. And one of the surprising way where I find them really useful is in the deployment pipelines. When you name your folders properly, and if you have a good naming convention to them, during your deployment process, when you're moving items from one level to the next level, like a dev to test to prod, they can be life-saving. It doesn't have to be rocket science. Figure out which naming convention works for your organization and keep that as a standard and can use that standard in all your workspaces, and your deployment pipelines gets very nice and easy. So yes, folders are simple. They are still important when you're designing workspace. Thinking about the naming conventions and things like that are useful. Folders helps to organize and the workspaces helps to govern.